What is up, my friends? It is Christine Moore here. Excuse me one second. Drink your water, folks. All right, so, gosh, where are we today? We are day 34 of the 77-day video challenge. Thanks for checking this out. I got a question for you. Can you be happy now? Can you be happy now? Can you be at peace? Can you be fulfilled? Can you be excited? Can you be content right now? Even in the midst of some trials, can you be happy right now? And the answer is absolutely 100% yes. Well, how, Christine? Like, you have no idea what I'm going through right now. You have just no clue. Well, actually, I do. The reason why I know is because as a peer recovery coach, I talk to people every day, all day, who have some major issues going on. And I wanted to come on here to talk about this. This was me for the longest time, where I was, saying, I'll be happy when. I'll be happy when I finally get some long-term recovery. I'll be happy when my marriage is better. I'll be happy when get out of debt. I'll be happy, when I have kids. I'll be happy when this or that, and all that stuff, okay? I'll be happy. And no doubt, there's things in our lives that we have goals, we have dreams, we have things that we dream about, we want to happen so much, and some of it's not happening. And yeah, it's very real. What's the word I'm looking for? Just really things that are so important to us, right? And we just, it's a struggle when we know we want to have it, but we just can't yet, or maybe ever. So I want to say this. I love this saying. I heard it first by Tony Robbins. And that is, trade your expectations for appreciation. Trade your expectations for appreciation. Okay? So here's just a couple of, or just a few personal examples of mine. A big issue in my life that I, which I wish was different. So my boys, they don't really have involved grandparents. They have grandparents, my mom and dad, but for whatever reason, they are not involved the way that I would like them to be involved, or the way that my boys would like them to be involved. And I used to hold on to that and really be sad about it, and I would let it affect me. And I have come to a place where I have just kind of accepted it. I've let it go. I continue to pray about it, but I can't change anyone or force anything to happen. Another one is, at family gatherings. A lot of the times, I feel like an outsider. I love my family, and they're wonderful people. I have nothing against them. It's just that I'm just different from them. And I'm a person that's in recovery, and a lot of them just don't really understand fully all that's involved. And I find a lot of the times that when I'm with my family, I'm the one that's asking about them and how they're doing, and I love to do that because I really am interested in my family and what they're up to. But I don't know if you relate, but if maybe you feel like the black sheep or just the outsider. And I've also, I've always wanted like a really close group of girlfriends my whole life. And it's for whatever reason, I don't know why, it's just been a hard thing for me to get involved with. I mean, I have girlfriends, and it's usually like, one-on-one time, which is great. But like, I'll see groups of girlfriends that go on a vacation together, or they go out to dinner and they just have this amazing bond, and I think it's beautiful, and that's something that I've always wanted, and it's just never happened. And so I'm not saying it never will, but those are just a few examples of like personal examples. And then I have a few girlfriends who are desperately wanting to get married, have a family, have children. I totally understand that. I get it. And, they just haven't found the right partner. And so they're, really sad. They're very, very sad about that. And I understand. So those are just a few examples I wanted to throw out there. And those issues are, I totally understand. They are legit. They matter. And, I validate their, feelings and concerns, and including my own. But this is how we can choose to be happy, content, at peace, despite our circumstances. And when I say trade your expectations for appreciation, really what I mean by that is it's just looking at your life in a different way. So looking at it with a different lens. I don't think I have my sunglasses in here, but I was going to use the analogy of, putting on different glasses. So I can choose to look at life like this and say, let's just use this example of, I see my life, I see my issues, and I'm not going to be totally happy until this, and this happens. That's one way of looking at it. Or I can put my glasses on, change my perspective, and then say, yeah, maybe some of those things haven't happened yet. Maybe they never will. But you know what? I can appreciate what I do have and what is going well right now. I am so grateful that my blood family might not understand my recovery, but I have a whole entire recovery community that I can go to, and they get me. They don't judge me. They accept me. They love me. And that is amazing that I have that. And also the support that I get from the other friends of mine who are doing the 77-day video challenge. And there's so many in this group that are participating and doing the same exact thing. And a lot of them are writing books just like I am. And there's so much support. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for my husband's side of the family. They're amazing people. And they love my boys. They are just like their biggest cheerleaders. And so, yeah, maybe my blood family isn't involved the way I would like them to be, but man, wow. My husband's side, hands down, amazing. So I'm appreciative of that. Let's see, what else? I get to help people every single day. in my job. I mean, that's so fulfilling. Today I had the most amazing conversations, and I was able to help and coach a lot of my clients and not even give them advice, but be able to ask them questions where they can reflect and answer their own questions. They come up with their own answers. It's amazing, and I'm able to facilitate that. Another thing, I can be grateful for my health. I can be grateful that I have a job. I can be grateful that there's no major tragedies going on in my family or my personal life. I'm grateful for my faith. I'm grateful that I serve God and that He just can't even go into. I mean, it would take hours for me to explain how grateful I am for everything that God has done in my life. So again, I'm going to end with this. Can you be happy now? Yes, you can. It's the way that you look at your life. Are you going to focus on what you don't have? Or are you going to focus on what you do have and trade your expectations for appreciation? I promise you, it's a much better way to live your life than always looking at what you don't have. Now, I'm not saying to give up on any of those things that you don't have. Definitely keep praying about it. Just keep pursuing what it is you want, but don't let that dictate your happiness, your peace, your gratitude, because you can have that now. You can have that now. I love you all. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down in the comment section. Give this a like and share it out so that the algorithm will push it out to more people so that others can be blessed by this message. And that is the goal of this 77-day video challenge, is for myself to practice consistency and to bless others along the way. Have a wonderful day, my friends, and see you tomorrow. Bye.